Yes, even through the deluge. It is time for our Ask the Judge segment. Once again, Judge Courtney Arkeen is here. I don't know how you made it from Orange County over here, but we're so happy you did.
Yes, safely, and I'm glad to be here safely, so we're good.
Let's look into our questions for the day. One of our viewers says, if someone feeds a feral cat, does the cat become that person's property? If the cat bites, scratches someone, or the cat damages property, would the person who fed the cat be responsible? My city does not have laws regarding cats.
Well, Kevin, I thought this was an interesting one. So when I went to look it up, Texas is only one of 13 states that even mentions feral cats in some of their statutes. However, those statutes pertain only to the cruelty of animals. In this situation, the cases have basically said you have to exercise possession and control in order to have any kind of liability. Typically, if you're just feeding a stray cat, you are not providing it shelter, you're not providing veterinarian services to the cat, you're just giving it food. That's not enough to give you any kind of liability or ownership for that matter.
I suppose a dog would be the same situation.
Same situation.
I think where they're going is if somebody comes into your yard, gets bit by your dog, then you could be legally responsible, right? You have some exposure,
Exactly,
okay. Our second question. I bought a car from a dealership in Beaumont and it wouldn't work. They would not give a refund and then told me I had to leave the property. What should I do on this lemon?
Well, in this question, they didn't tell us whether it was a new or used vehicle, but if it's a new vehicle, the Texas lemon law would apply. You have certain requirements you have to make, though, before you can file a complaint with the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles. First of all, there has to be 4 incidents where you have to have the same repair done within 2 years or 24,000 miles. You have to
4
document
incidents in 2 years.
Yes. You have to document that, and then you can file a complaint if they haven't made it good with the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles. There's also a couple of other ways. If it's like an emergency type situation where it would put your life in danger, you could possibly file a little bit earlier, but that's the general terms of the Texas lemon law.
Oh, wonderful. How about that? It's so great to see what the law is. Finally, tonight, our last question. I have recently been put on 10 years probation. What are my chances of getting it down to 2? I have 4 children under 18, and my probation requires me to do 400 hours of community service, but I am a stay-at-home mom, and that seems like a bit much.
Well, my initial response was, I bet doing community service hours is a lot better than going to prison. So
there you have that.
They should be, considerate that they are on probation. There are certain terms for probation in order for you to stay out of prison. One of those is pay your fines, your fees, your costs, and do your community service. Now, you can check with your probation officer. Sometimes you can buy some of those hours or donate to a nonprofit organization or like a food bank to reduce those hours. But after you've served at least 2 years or 1/3 of the probation term, you can, whichever is less, you can apply to get early termination. So my answer to this would be, it depends on the judge, the type of charge, and if you've done all of the things required by probation.
I see. I did not know about the 2/3.
Yes.
You always surprise me, Judge. Thank you so much,
Good.
Judge Courtney Arkeen. We appreciate you very much. Send in your questions if you have them for Ask the Judge at 12newsnow.com/askthejudge and fill out the form.